Welcome to this month's video update, and we're going to start with Bex and some ideas for how we can make the best use of Easter.
So Easter is almost upon us, and this is a really great time of year where we can think about the hope we have in Jesus and the greatest gift that he's given us by dying and rising again from the dead, and it's this hope that we can share with other people too. So just a few ways that we could do that this Easter time. One could be to invite people to the baptism service on the 20th of March in the evening and hear of some great testimonies from some of our young people and other people in the congregation as they're being baptised. Another thing to do might be to invite your friends and family over and have an egg hunt, a kind of treasure hunt, and along the way there could be clues telling parts of the Easter story. Some of you, your love language might be gifts, and so you, kind of like at Halloween, you might want to come up with some gifts that you could give out to people in your community. How can we build up the community that we're in by showing love in extravagant ways? And another thing is that there's a movie out around Easter called Risen, which is about a Roman soldier. It's from his perspective of the Easter story. So these are just, there's probably millions of other ways of things you could do. So just have a think, and how can you share the gospel with people this Easter time?
When we get to Easter, we're going to be launching an initiative called Try Praying. It's a very simple idea, and we're each going to get one of these booklets. We're going to use it for a week to pray and to help us in our prayers. And then we're going to give the booklet to a friend of ours or several friends of ours and encourage them to try praying. There's a phone app that we can give to people instead if they don't want to take something printed. And various other churches in Southampton and indeed across the country are using this initiative as well. It taps into the idea that lots of people pray, but they don't really know who they're praying to. And of course we have the privilege of knowing God as our Father, and this booklet will slowly introduce people to that idea that they can know God personally. We'll give more information about Try Praying when we get to Easter itself. Something that's coming up a few weeks after Easter is our annual church celebration and our annual church meeting. And I'd love you to put those dates into your diaries now. The Sunday morning and lunchtime on April the 17th is going to be our church celebration, and we'll have lunch together. And then we'll have our formal business meeting on Monday the 18th of April in the evening. And this is a key time of the year for us, as we look back and celebrate what God has done over the last year, but also as we look forward to the coming year. One of the key things we do at the annual meeting is to elect members of our church council for the coming years. And Jacqui, one of our church wardens, is going to say a few words about that.
At the APCM this year, we will need to appoint several new PCC members, because we have a number of current PCC members who have come to the end of their term. And we really want to encourage people to think prayerfully about whether going on to PCC is something that the Lord is calling them to at this time. So we're looking for people who are wanting to really think about where the church is going, to be seeking God's will. We've got some big decisions to make over the next few years. Stuff on the high street, buildings, looking at the direction the church is going. So we're looking for some people who are excited about seeking God's will and who will come along to PCC meetings prepared to give their opinion. We don't necessarily want people who will just agree with what we're saying. We want people who will challenge and really discern where the Lord is leading us. My own experience of PCC, having been back on it for the last couple of years, is I absolutely love it when we are seeking and looking at where the church is going, and the big decisions, although scary, I find exciting and challenging. There are sometimes bits of PCC business which are less inspiring, about money and figures and sorting chairs out, but actually it's a really good insight into how church works, and is all very necessary for the smooth running of the church. So if you're excited about looking at where the church is going and being part of the decisions that are made over the next few years, then come and talk to me, come and talk to Dan or to Martin or anyone else on PCC, and we can talk some more. And yeah, we'd love to have you.